there. Wow, that's a lot closer than I expected. I know it's been a while since I've done like a makeup video. I know I look scary. I'm sorry. I don't have any makeup on. My hair's crazy. Please ignore that. And sorry if you hear like a background noise of like water. I have a turtle and his filter's going right now, so hopefully you don't hear it, or it's too bad. But today I thought I would just do like I don't know, like a natural look, like dewy, glowy kind of skin, and not really like a smoky eye, just like, you know, a basic eye look using a couple shadows that are pretty natural. So I thought I would try that today, and kind of showing you that you can get kind of the look of eyeliner, but you don't necessarily need eyeliner. So yeah, I thought I'd show you guys that. And I know on my first only makeup video I have on the channel, I didn't show you guys how I did my foundation. So I thought I'd show you that too. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so the first thing that I do is prime my face, of course. I already kind of got my skincare routine down using my serum and moisturizer, but I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Tone Adjusting Face Primer. And it's green because I have rosacea in my skin. Not that I really notice that it makes a difference. Like, I don't think it makes my skin less red, but it feels really nice. Makes everything smooth. And it's like it's a silicone feel, definitely. But I like how it feels, and it sets in pretty quick. Like, it makes your face tacky pretty quick, so you don't have to wait a while to put your foundation on and concealer, which is nice. Alrighty, that didn't take too long to set in. Now I'm going to go in with my foundation. I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me, and I am in shade 115 Ivory. This one's a little bit more tan. Normally I'd be like a 110. But getting back from vacation has its perks. So I'm just going to use a little bit of that. And actually, I wanted to use the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Water Foundation because I feel like that gives a really natural look. But I ran out, of course, right at the time that I wanted to use it. So I'm just taking a dampened beauty sponge, and I am just patting it all along my face. I try not and swipe or slide because that'll move the foundation around, not really giving you that coverage. And my skin is so red underneath that the redness would peek through if it was really streaky, so you don't want it to be streaky anyway. I'm sorry that if it's like a weird angle because my mirror's right here and I'm like, I can't see because I had my glasses on, so like, sorry. Hopefully you get the idea though. But yeah. Just gotta blend that in, and I'll be back. Okay, hopefully that's not too hideous. I am doing this without my contacts in. Doing makeup on yourself is a lot easier. Like, if you wear glasses, so much easier I feel if you have your contacts in to see, because I'm still blind. I'm really blind, and I have to be like this close to the mirror to see. And if I'm not, then I feel like I'm just not doing anything. Anyway, I am actually going to skip concealer because I just remembered that I'm kind of trying to do a natural look. So like, the concealer that I have is amazing, but it is very full coverage. It is the Tarte Shape Tape. It's wonderful, but like, a little bit goes a long way and a little bit still looks full coverage. So we'll skip it, but I'll show you a kind of neat trick that I like to do. So I will take it's also Tarte, turning into like a one brand tutorial here. Almost, not quite. It is the Tartelet, and it's just their Amazonian Clay Matte Palette. I love it. Has like all the basic shades, all that you could ever need. You know, you got like your skin color shades. I know, I sound so, you know, tactful. Wordage, I know. And then you got kind of like your crease shades and of course darker shades. I sometimes like to use these to fill in my eyebrows, which is probably what we're going to do later anyway. But some nice crease shades and enough to create a basic smoky eye if you wanted to, but also more natural. So what I'm going to do, if I can actually see what I'm doing here, take like a dense flat packing brush And I did put a little bit of foundation on my eyelids. So I'm going to take the shades Free Spirit and Supermom. I had to read that again. I was like, what? Free Spirit and Supermom, and those are just kind of like a light beige color. And I'm just going to be packing that on my eyelid. And that'll kind of, since some foundation got on my eyelid, it's kind of creamy right now. So I'm just going to set it so that it doesn't crease and feel all sticky, you know, later when we go in with actual eyeshadow and crease colors. And then what I'm going to do, I like doing this because I feel like it gives the under eye area like a little pick-me-up. I'm going to take those same shades, since they're really light, and I'm going to put it right underneath my under eye. And that kind of works as a good like under eye powder if you want to set your under eye area, especially if you have concealer on, but I'm just going to do it anyway just because I feel like it always looks nice. That kind of, I have a lot of redness around my eyes. Psh, my whole face is red, like I mean, it's everywhere. But I feel like this definitely helps take care of that. So that's what I do basically. Alrighty, that looks much better. I feel like they just look a little brighter, you know. So now I'm just going to actually set my whole face. I'm going to be using the Elizabeth Arden powder, loose powder, Ceramide Smoothing Loose Powder in 01. And you like what I did there? I really like this powder. It's not like, you know, of course, it's not completely translucent. They call it translucent. Has a little bit of color. But I don't mind. And it has little sparkles in it. I wish you could see, but it's really cute. And once again, I don't like powdering my face right after foundation, because even though if you use like light patting motions, not swiping, like I still feel like right after you put on the foundation, it still moves it around. So I like to switch to the eyes real quick, or eyebrows, do that, and then come back to the, I know some people are like, you want to set it right away so it doesn't crease, but I mean, I guess if you want to do like the smile line area, that might be smart, but I don't really worry too much about that. This really does mattify your face too. Like, this is a super duper matte look. Sometimes what I like to do is, like, if you have any facial mist or dewy setting spray, after I'm done with the powder and the blush and the bronzer or contour, whatever you're doing with your face, I like to spray the dewy setting spray or facial mist because it kind of gives your skin a more youthful look. It kind of, you know, makes it come alive again because, like, we kind of killed it right now and I feel like it's just flat. But you know what? Some looks, I shouldn't say it killed my face because matte looks can be very pretty. But since we're going for more natural, I feel like a dewy skin look would be really pretty. So that's what we're shooting for. Of course, I ran out of facial spray too, but what are you going to do? We're going to make it work. So I'm going to go in, speaking of that, we're going to start off with highlighter. And I'm just going to take an e.l.f. brush. I really like this brush, like the size of it. And it's got kind of like a tapered, I don't know if you can tell, but it's really nice. So this is an Ofra highlighter, and it has like all different kinds of shades. I love it. I normally use these three, like the creamy one, the purple, and the white. Kind of mix them. And of course I just highlight in the normal areas on the top of your cheekbones. Of course. Gotta get those cheekbones. Sorry, I'm just trying to see how long the video is. I'm like, I can't see. But the reason I had to get this close was, I know my last video, it wasn't exactly like you could see what I was doing. I'm sorry. Gotta get your nose. Some people just do the tip of your nose. I'm going like in, as you can tell. I'm like, and then, but I kind of get my whole nose up there. That was a lot. Then just a little bit on the forehead, not too much. I know like strobing is in, or it was in, I don't know, strobing like your forehead. If you were to do that, just like give it like a little bit of a highlight. I wouldn't suggest like an Ofra highlighter because Ofra highlighters are really amazing and they're like really pigmented. If you want to just strobe your forehead lightly, I would suggest using like maybe a, just more of a lighter highlighter. Not as pigmented, more natural. Of course, this is supposed to be a natural look, but I figured, hey, we may as well go for the dewy skin, right? Alrighty, so then I'm going to take my Hoola by Benefit bronzer, and I'm just going to use a brush. I really like these brushes from e.l.f. e.l.f. has some good brushes, but it's just a really flat, kind of almost kabuki brush, kind of. But I feel like it gets, like, especially if you go like this, just really gets right in the cheekbone. And this Hoola bronzer is pretty warm toned on me. This is like the original. But since since my skin's a little darker than normal, I feel like it can still work. Sorry, I wish I had better lighting. And I never put like too much on because I don't know. This is definitely more of my contour. I'm not gonna do the whole contouring today since, you know, this is definitely gonna be like maybe like a back to school look if you're in like junior high or just starting high school. I know that I went to a very small country school. K through 12, I think there were maybe 38 kids in my graduating class. Like, no one wore glam makeup, which of course I love going glam. Like, I have definitely my very natural days and no makeup days and then my glam days. Like, I mean, I love it. So it's like I'll always be switching out my makeup. But, you know, where I came from, no one wore makeup. Like, not really. If they did, it was just like mascara, and no one wore foundation. No one did concealer, contour. No one did their eyebrows. Like, I mean, what was that, you know? Now I'm going to go in with my blush. It's an e.l.f. one, and it's called Berry Mary, and it's really pretty. It's kind of, it says berry, but it's definitely more like a rosy. It's so cute, and it's got little gold flakes in it. Like, I think it just makes your skin glow. I don't know what it is about blush. Like, whenever you put it on, it just, like, ties everything together so well. And, you know, I would never wear blush. Ever. Like, I would hate to put it on if I was in my two cousins' weddings, and the makeup artist was going to put blush on me, and I'm like, no, because, like, my face is already so red. Like, why would I want to make it, I was covering up the red, why would I want to put red back in it? Like, but now it's cute. It is cute. Now I feel like a tomato, though. Alrighty. Okay, eyebrows. Eyebrows are a fun thing. Kind of. I've been, like, my eyebrows, I definitely have a love-hate relationship with them. They are definitely not sisters, nor they are not twins, they are not sisters. I don't even think they're cousins right now, so I don't think I can ever. It's not going to be an in-depth brow tutorial, but if you guys would like to see one, I would definitely love to try and make one. I do my eyebrows myself, as you can tell. It's very apparent that I do them myself, and I definitely do overpluck them, which I know everyone says, don't, you'll regret it, and yes, I do regret it, so kids, never overpluck your eyebrows, okay? In fact, if you can avoid it, please do. So I just kind of used a spoolie. Sorry, I'm not used to this beauty guru stuff. To kind of comb out my eyebrows. The hairs were kind of going all over the place, so I brushed them out. And then I'm taking my Tarte palette once again. I'm using this dark brown shade, Multitasker, and then the black shade, Fashionista. Yes, I do use black for my eyebrows. I kind of think rule of thumb makeup trends nowadays, if your hair's dark, do your brows a couple shades lighter than your hair color, but I love the big, bold brow look, like I always will. So that's kind of how I've been doing them. I don't go super crazy, though. I'll try and get closer. I start at the very front, just kind of like sketching out the shape that I want, like where I want the line to go, or the angle. And mostly, because like after the foundation, my brows will look really ashy, really light, which isn't the worst thing in the world, considering that it is popular to do that now, but I don't know. I miss the darkness. I feel like if you have dark hair, I feel like dark brows look really good as well. Honestly, if you have light hair, I feel like dark brows look good too. But, you know, do as you please. You know, they're your face, and brows definitely do make or break a face, so I don't know where I heard that from, but I thought that was so true. I know it's really popular to kind of do like a little fade instead of like a blocky brow. Like this part be like an ombre, like so it's lighter up here with the color and it fades to darker. I don't know if I succeed in doing that, but I try and achieve that. I can't see. Alrighty, so I just went ahead and finished up this other brow because I was struggling, as you saw. And I left them, I actually do go darker than this sometimes with my eyebrows, and I do make them a bit bigger, but I was like, you know, they're starting to look just a little bit unnatural, so I'm like, I want to try and stick. I'm trying to stick with the ways, because lately I haven't been doing natural makeup that much. I've been having fun trying out new colors and stuff and just different ways of doing smoky eyes, so it's like, I've been having fun, and now it's like, okay, gotta tone it down a bit. Okay, so I was thinking of what eyeshadow palette I wanted to use. I think I'm going to use this one. Got it in my BoxyCharm. I was so flipping excited. It's, you probably knew what it was going to be. It's the Rainforest of the Sea Volume 2. It's adorable. Perfect for natural looks. Like, it's very similar to this one, but it's shimmery. It's very cute, but it has this really pretty gold shade in it. Like, it's gorgeous. I love it, and of course, even though they're sparkly, I do use them for eyebrows, which is probably a bad idea, I know, but I mean, it still works. Maybe sparkly eyebrows will be a new trend, who knows, good lord. So, yeah, so I'm going to start with that, and these work really well actually using your finger, maybe because they have that sparkle in them, but I mean, I just kind of go in with my finger, to be honest. So I'm going to take this shade. It's probably the lightest one of the bunch, and it's called Pearl, appropriately named. So it's very shimmery. So I'm going to actually start off by putting that in my inner corner and a little on the lid too. Just right in the front part of the eye towards the middle eyelid. But yeah, I feel like it just shows up so much better when I use my finger. Maybe because they're kind of creamy too. They definitely are pretty creamy. But I do love them. Pretty pigmented. I think Tarte, that little Tartelette palette that I have that's similar to this but non-sparkly, all matte, duh. I think that was my first eyeshadow palette actually. I remember getting a sample of Tarte foundation at like Sephora, and I was like, I really liked the idea of a brand being like, I think most of their products are vegan, maybe not all of them, but some of them are. And I just really like the idea of it being all natural and like the clay and stuff, and I'm like, I really like that. So I bought their eyeshadow palette. And I also had this little one called Tartelette Tease, and it had a couple of these like chocolate brown shades, but it had this really sparkly gold champagne color that was a little bit darker than this one, but it was gorgeous. I loved it. So those were like my first eyeshadow palettes from Tarte, and they have pretty good eyeshadow actually. I know some people might not think so, but I think they do. Then I'm going to take this like next light color, and it's called Conch, and I'm going to put that over the rest of my eyelid. That's not as sparkly, but it's a pretty close color. Alright. Okay, so I did something real quick that I wasn't thinking I was going to do, but I did it anyway. Since I love this palette oh so much, I just took a little bit of the gold eyeshadow in it. It's called Sunset. And I just kind of put it right over where I put the sparkly white pearl shade. And I just kind of liked how it kind of toned it warmed it up a little bit, because the white was like kind of bright white. And I don't know. But this gives you a little bit of sparkle without being too much, I feel like. So I'm going to go back in with the Tartelette palette, and I'm going to take a couple shades, probably a mix of the Free Spirit one, which is kind of like a yellow-based ivory or beige, and then mix it with Force of Nature and Wanderer. And that'll be kind of like my crease color. And this brush is kind of a little bit dirty, and I hope it doesn't have too dark of a color on it, but we're going to find out in just a moment. But hey, at least it's a crease brush. It is Moda Pro. And I think I got this in BoxyCharm too. BoxyCharm is amazing. Definitely not sponsored, by the way, but like, they have great stuff. Not that they need my sponsorship, because I feel like I don't have anybody watching anyway, but you know, if you are, thank ya. So I'm just going to take like those 3 colors and just using like a windshield wiper motion, you know, blend it in the crease. Just to kind of deepen the eyes a bit. So I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. And kind of moving it down to the eyelid too, but sticking on the outer portion of the eye. Towards the end of the eyebrow. Well, thank goodness that the shade wasn't too dark on the brush. It's working out perfectly. Phew! Dodge that bullet. But yeah, this is the part that can take a little bit of time. Just going back and forth, making sure you like the color intensity. I'm building it up a little bit more because I want to warm up the eyes more. But, you know, it's totally up to you whether you want to kind of stop where it is. I'm sure that you can kind of see that it's warmed up plenty. But I'm going to add a little bit more, you know. Alright, now I'm going to do something that, you know, you can either like leave the eyeshadow right here because I think it's really pretty how it is. And like if you were to add just like a coat of mascara, like this is my go-to makeup look, my go-to natural makeup look for a long time. And I love it still. But I found out this really cool, well, I found this trick out a while ago, but I like to incorporate it into my makeup looks now because I feel like it gives the eyes a more like almond shape, especially if you have like really big eyes like me. I like to give them that little kind of sleek look. Little bit of a smoky look too, but like really natural. Like I love doing it. So I'm going to go in to this palette once again, and it doesn't, like, you don't have to achieve this look, you don't have to use these like Tarte palettes and, you know, palettes that you find at Sephora. You could probably use stuff from the drugstore. Like there's the Maybelline 24 Karat Nudes palette. I love those palettes. I forget if they're all called 24K Nudes. I have the one that has like a really wide range of colors. It's beautiful. I would show you, but I bought it so that I could use it on a client at work, and so it's at work. But anyway, like the range of colors are beautiful, and it's like 10 or 12 bucks for a palette. The pigment's great, you know, I mean, you can't beat that. But anyway, as long as you have colors like these, like kind of smoky chocolate browns, like that'll do. So I'm going to take this little brush here. One side's kind of like a fluffier but tapered crease brush. And then this side's definitely more like a packing, like really small brush, which is what I like. And then I'm just going to kind of take a mix of these two, probably starting off with the lighter one because a lighter shade. I'm just going to load it onto the brush. Not too much. Don't use too much. And then I'm going to kind of create a line that'll look like eyeliner, but it's not eyeliner, right above my lashes, right along the lash line, right there. Not up onto the eyelid, just right above the lashes. And just load up your brush and smoke it out, like back and forth. I'm going to have to use a little bit of a darker color. I like using this trick when I'm doing someone's makeup and they prefer a natural look and they really don't want to use eyeliner. They really don't want to wear eyeliner because, like, I don't blame them. Especially for, like, if I'm doing, I've done a couple wedding makeups. People's makeup for weddings. I've done a couple brides, some bridesmaids. You know, sometimes I won't always have like waterproof eyeliner or mascara, so I'm like, hold on girl, I got you, like, we'll do this instead. And you'll still look cute. Alrighty, so I did that, did the other eye, and I also used a little bit of those same eyeshadows to gently just smoke a little bit of that chocolate brown color on the outer portion of my lower lash line, just a little bit. Like, I didn't want it to be too dark, but I thought I'd give it a nice little touch. Alright, so that's done. Now this step isn't necessary, but I didn't really want to use false lashes for this. I'm sure there are plenty of different kinds of natural looking eyelashes, but I mean, hey, if this look is all about kind of, you know, quickness, and of course I say that and we're already at like 25 minutes, but I'm really talkative today, so sorry. But I'm just going to use an eyelash curler because I feel like it does a really good job. If you're scared of these, don't worry, it takes some getting used to, but you know, as long as you're careful, you're not gonna rip out your eyelashes. Ooh, yeah, okay, I need a closer mirror. But I mean, like, I didn't really want to use fake lashes for this. I feel like I have to concentrate to do this. I'm sorry that I keep looking over there too, because I feel like the lens is going to be over there. Whew! I feel like I haven't done that in a while. My eyes are like, oh, give me a break. Okay, so, and I just got that at Kohl's too. I don't know why I bought it at Kohl's. I think it was only like $5 or $6, and I was like, oh, that's pretty good. But it's a pretty good eyelash color. Now I'm going to use the Clinique Chubby Lash Fattening Mascara. I think it's so cute. The wand is really chubby. Like, I mean, it's huge. But, I don't know, it works really well with my lashes. Every person's lashes is different. I used to work for Clinique, and I would tell everyone, like, this is my favorite mascara. Like, it's going to make your lashes look amazing. And then some people bought it, and then they returned it, like, the next day. And they were like, it didn't work for me. And I'm like, well, that's fine. Like, I mean, I appreciate that you trusted my advice, but yeah, that's gonna happen. Like, you know, I wish I could say that it'll work for everyone, but it really doesn't. And this sounds silly, but it's true. Like, all lashes are different. I mean, they're not all gonna have the same effect. So I'm just gonna wiggle this on if you want to see. And I really wish I had brown mascara handy, because I think that would really seal the look really well. But I feel like this works fine because I have dark eyebrows anyway, and I have dark hair, so I used to have black hair. I've had black hair, I've had really dark purple plum hair, kind of like my sweater. It's kind of matching almost now. Kinda, it's got a little bit of red purple in it now. I've had bright fire truck red hair. That was only for like 2 days though. Yeah, I've had a lot of fun with hair. I colored my hair. I had like an auburn, dark red burgundy, kind of like this, but not as purpley. And I had blonde streaks through the entire fringe part of my hair up here. And I colored it a dark blue black. And it was really cool and really dark. But then, when the blue-black colors started washing out, it had tinted my blonde this like seaweed green, gray, teal blue color. And actually, it was kind of cool, but it got really old. And the more I washed my hair, the ashier and the more gray it looked. And, you know, I of course thought it was kind of cute. In fact, I thought I could go to the salon and even get it a more of a silver tint, and I thought that'd look really pretty. But of course, my parents have never been a fan of the crazy colors, and that's fine. Like, I don't think I'm ready yet anyway. Like, I'm not ready to venture out. Alrighty, so that's pretty much it. I normally don't put mascara on the lower lashes. I feel like this is fine. Whew, sometimes your lashes need like separating and it's just, ugh. Alright, so, I'm trying to think, whenever I get to like the part, lips, of course, like I'm like, is there anything else I'm forgetting? Like, don't think so. So, what I'm gonna do, I normally don't do this either, but I really like this lip liner. It's Clinique Quick Liner for Lips, the Intense Quick Liner for Lips. And it's an Intense Cafe, and it's just this really pretty natural color. I'm gonna line my lips in that. Alrighty, and then I'm going to fill it in with a L'Oreal Paris lipstick, and it's in Eva's Nude. And I'm just going to go over kind of where I put the lip liner. Well, I feel like the lip liner was a little dark. Alrighty, to make it just a little bit lighter, which I don't really think it made too much of a difference, I just took some leftover foundation that I had on my little sponge that I used. And yeah, whew, my hair is gonna look even crazier. The longer I leave it up in that mini ponytail, it just gets curlier and more wonky looking, and yeah, wow. We recently went on a vacation. I actually posted a little video about it. It was just a short little clip of the beach that we went to, or it's in York, Maine. It's beautiful. We were at, I think it was the Nubble Lighthouse that I took it. Anyway, since we were near the ocean, I feel like the salt air just like totally ruined my hair. Like it just made it so wiry, which actually I don't mind. I mean, I kind of love it. I love using sea salt spray in my hair and stuff, but like, whew, it did not feel good. And I did not bring the shampoo and conditioner that I normally use on my hair, because it's like my hair has been through a lot. Like, poor little hair follicles. Oh my goodness. Let me give you like a little close-up though of what we did. I like it. I love this foundation. I feel like it's very natural. And like all those beauty gurus like, look at me. I'm trying not to be like that, but I feel like my camera angle is so weird right now. I'm sorry. I'm using my phone. Like it's not like a camera either. But I hope you kind of get the picture. I like it. Turned out really nice. And of course, it shouldn't take you 30 whole minutes to do this. Like I can do this in 5 or 10 minutes, but you know, I just haven't been on here in a while and I just wanted to talk a little bit. And that purse hanging up on that door looked like a person for a second and it almost scared me to death, but it's just my purse. I've been redoing my room. My first video, my makeup video, I did in my closet over there with the door with the purse that looks like a person for a second. But this video is already long. I may as well like show you around. Let's put the glasses on. We can really see what a bad job I did now. Oh, not too bad. But 3 layers of wallpaper to be exact. And it was just crazy. Oh, don't look at my dresser. Clothes are spilling out of it. But so yeah, I scraped off most of it, and then my dad went through and scraped off the other 2 layers underneath. So then this wall is like a mocha brown, cool tone mocha brown. I really love it. And then these walls are like an off-white, and then my ceiling's bright white, and so are like the window trim. It's bright white as well. My floor is a whole nother story. It's really dated. It's really outdated, so I hope to, and that area rug is not helping either, but it gets really cold up. My bedroom's the attic, so it'll either get really hot in the summer or really, really cold in the winter. Actually both, not or. But the floor is like this linoleum tile. I don't even mind the pattern of it, but like, oof, the color is just, I can't deal with it. So I hope to get like laminate wood flooring, like a cool tone brown, kind of like similar to the, not the same shade as my walls, but like in the same color family. I guess more like a gray, not even a brown, but like cool tone is what I'm thinking. So yeah, so that'll be fun. I'm sorry this video is so long. I don't even think I'm gonna like edit it either, so I'm sorry. But I wanted to catch up. I know that there's probably not many people on this channel, but like, you know, I still thought it'd be fun. It's not even like a get ready with me either, but like, just thought I'd catch up. Just got back from vacation. Work has been really fun. I work at a little boutique that sells clothes and home decor and shoes and jewelry, but now I get to do like mini makeovers and stuff on our clients, which is really, really cool, and I'm very excited for that. So yeah, it's really fun. Come check us out. We're in Manchester, Vermont. Alrighty, so thank you so much for watching. I know this is long, but I hope you learned a little something maybe. Hope so. I had fun. I enjoy doing this. I had nothing else to do with my evening, so I just thought I'd sit down and make this. Alrighty. Well, thanks for joining me, and I hope to see you real soon. Bye.